Well, now let me give you a little time check verbally. It's just coming up to 6:45, and coming up in the next 15 minutes on Breakfast Time, Getting Britain Fit, a platform of commuters get the Green Goddess treatment. But first, it's time for the news, weather and traffic information from your own regional studios.
And now for the main stories from the southeast. 50 supporters of the threatened Tadworth Court Children's Hospital have visited Downing Street to urge the Prime Minister to keep the hospital open. A final decision on the proposed closure, which would save nearly £1.5 million a year, is expected by the end of the month. The government is being pressed to hold a public inquiry into plans to redevelop the site of the old Kensington Town Hall. The building was demolished by the local council last year, and now the Labour peeress, Baroness Hewitt-Biggs, has asked the Environment Secretary, Tom King, to take the issue out of the council's hands. A report out today says the London Borough of Lambeth has more one-parent families than anywhere else in the country. The report from the National Council for One-Parent Families says more children from broken homes could end up in care unless welfare benefits are increased. Now let's go to Jeff Simmons, who's here with the morning's travel news for the southeast.
Well, it's a nice gentle start to the rush hour this week. Driving conditions are fine and the weather's been kind to us as well. But there are one or two spots where I dare say you could expect some problems on the roads later on this morning. And first of all, on the A4 at Thatcham, east of Newbury, construction works there could well cause delays later this morning. I'd suggest that you use the M4 instead. And on the A21 at Lamberhurst in Kent, roadworks there have meant delays over the past few days, so allow a bit of extra time for your journey. Coming into town now, and there's a set of 40 traffic lights in Fulham. That's at the junction of Gunter Grove and Fulham Road. Obviously, that'll mean tailbacks and delays as traffic builds up at peak times. And the swing bridge in Narrow Street. Now, that's at Limehouse. It's been closed for repairs. It's likely to stay shut all week. That'll mean a lot more traffic on the A13 on both the East India Dock Road and the Commercial Road. London Transport have no problems on the buses or tubes. Railways, well, they're all running to time. And British Airways say that all domestic scheduled services should be leaving on time. That's the way the southeast travel looks at the moment. I'll be back with more information in about half an hour.
And now we have Francis Wilson, who's going to tell us about today's weather prospects for the southeast. Francis, what's it like outside? I actually didn't get much chance to find out when I got out this morning. Cold or what?
Well, it's a no-problem morning. That's probably why you didn't notice it. We're sitting under a blanket of cloud that has some chinks in it. I think we'll see glimpses of the sun, you know, shafts of wintry sunlight. It'll be all right for us. We've got the best of the weather, actually, in Britain, in the southeast corner. The wind is from the west, from the northwest. It often happens like that, and it's mild.
Lovely. Well, now as the rest of the country joins us, let's take a look at this morning's national headlines.
And here